Virgo, what's going on? This is Brandon with I'm Well Intuitive, here to do your energetic reading for the dates of July 23rd through the 30th. We're still in the Mercury season, or the Mercury retrograde season, so things are still kind of wonky when it comes to communication, but I know the beautiful Virgo out there can handle it. That's what you guys do. You guys communicate well and strongly, so let's keep that going. I hope everybody had a good, fun weekend. I hope that Monday wasn't too bad for you. I hope your week is going good so far. If you have to work, nice and productive. If you don't have to work, I hope it's nice and relaxing and you're having a good time. But let's go ahead and get into the reading for you. What do we have for the beautiful Virgo for July 23rd through the 30th? What do we have for my beautiful Virgo, July 23rd through the 30th? What do we have for the beautiful Virgo? Whoa! That was explosive. I think your whole reading just flopped out. Yeah, I think it did. Yep. So the first thing out for Virgo this week is we're going to stay grounded. We're going to continue to work on our physical self, because that's going to feed into every other aspect of you and keep you rooted into the earth around you. We want to stay in that earth energy, especially with everything flying around, with the air energy circulating around with the Mercury retrograde. That's the planet for Gemini. So there's a lot of air circulating around that's making people kind of just, say anything that they want, how they want to say it, because they feel like saying it. And that's kind of the way Geminis work. So it's like having a bunch of me's running around, which is fantastic for me. But I know not everybody else thinks that. So let's make sure that we're staying grounded in ourselves. You'll do that by just getting out there and being active a little bit. Maybe just going for a walk around the neighborhood, or getting out there and taking a look at the stars or something like that. But do something that makes you connect and appreciate the world that's been given to you, okay? That's going to be big for you this week, is making sure that you're not allowing yourself to get sluggish, to get drugged down and get lazy with yourself. If you get lazy with yourself, your energy is going to feel all whacked out, Virgo, so let's be careful of that. And like I said, this is it all basically boils down to the choices that you're going to be making this week. I know with some of you Virgos out there, you have the choice to do nothing, or to do everything, or just see what happens. And maybe that's what you're going to want to do, is be ready to do anything, but maybe just sit around and see what happens first. See if anything culminates or turns or points you in a certain direction. But definitely make sure that you're getting active somehow this week. Don't get stagnant. Don't get stale like an open bag of chips. Let's make sure that we're getting out there and putting our feet on the ground and saying, or just appreciating that we have the ground beneath us, okay? But be careful of your choices this week, Virgo. This is, there may be something important for you to decide, or there may be a challenging choice for you to make. But let's make sure that we're staying clear. Let's make sure that we're keeping that clarity in our mind chakra, so that we're making a decision that's aligned with our divine self, okay? And boom, there's a theme here. Oop, this card is a little scandalous. But let's make sure that we're watching and doing something physical to keep our physical health up. Okay, Virgo, let's make sure that we're not getting stagnant, not getting stale, not getting lethargic, and wanting to do nothing at all. If you get stuck in that kind of energy, it's not going to work out for you. So let's make sure that we're doing something. It could be something small. It could be getting up and doing a couple of jumping jacks or something. But make sure that you're paying attention to your physical health this week. Okay, let's make sure that we're not getting lazy about ourselves. Let's continue that self work, but let's continue our physical work too, to make sure we're in peak condition. Make sure that our inner self is reflected in our outer. All right. And also for the beautiful Virgo, let's make sure that we're expressing ourselves in a good, strong way. That way there's no confusion. Let's make sure we're very clear. Let's make sure that we're using our expression to express as much fortitude as you see on this turtle right now. He's crawling through a desert. And turtles aren't known for their speed, nor are they known for crawling through deserts like that. But here that turtle is doing it. Like I said, make sure you're pulling yourself out of getting stuck in doing nothing. Maybe there's some emotional challenges that are going to require you to distract yourself by doing something that feels good for you. So let's make sure that we're using that will to pull ourselves out of any laziness that might try to pop up, okay? Wow. They're throwing this root chakra stuff at you. You guys need to get grounded. You guys need to get out of this funk of not wanting to do anything, or maybe wanting to just be lazy. Like maybe you want to do nothing. You're really focused on that, and that's not where you want to focus at to bring the best out of this week for you. You're gonna want to do something that gets you active, that gets you moving, that gets the blood pumping. But make sure that while you're doing it, you're using that Virgo grace to come off just as beautiful as the dancer that you see in the card here. All right. Let's make sure that we're putting that out there. Let's make sure that we're planting our roots into the ground and into the earth around us. Because like I said, there's a lot of air circulating around, and you don't want to get swept away in that. So make sure that you're planting your roots deep into the ground so that nobody can budge you. Nobody can remove you from your path or keep you from that divine self that you're always trying to connect to, or you should always be trying to connect to in your waking hours. But yes, make sure that you're being action-packed as much as you can. You don't have to go out there and hit the gym every day, Virgo, but let's make sure that we're doing something that gets us up and moving. Like I said, get out there, maybe take a walk to the store, do something that gets you out there, gets you physical, gets you moving, all right? And also, for my beautiful Virgos out there, let's mind those relationships in your life. Let's make sure, or excuse me, your responsibilities. This is your solar plexus energy right here. But let's make sure we're being responsible for yourself. Don't allow that loud voice to say, nah, just sit around and just chew chips or eat donuts, you know what I'm saying, and drink barbecue sauce. Let's not get stuck into that energy of wanting to be lazy. Take responsibility for yourself and keep and like I said, you guys are getting a lot of root chakra, a lot of that energy, so that you're making sure that the plant is taken care of and it's going to grow into a strong tree. Okay, so let's make sure that we're taking responsibility for ourselves this week, Virgo, and maybe motivating yourself to get up there and get out there and do something. All right, you might have to pull yourself out of a rut if you've been stuck in that do nothing state. All right, might not be able to rely on somebody to pull you out of the house and say, let's go do this, or let's get up and get some circulation going. But make sure that you are motivating yourself to try to get out there and get active, okay? And this is going to be big for you too, Virgo. Let's make sure we're minding our possessions. Let's make sure that we're minding ourselves so that we are in possession of ourselves and not allowing ourselves to lose control of that, okay? If you're going through something with a partner, you may want to take stock of what's yours and what's not, because it may be time for you to make action to get out of that situation. So if things aren't going well with the interpersonal relationship, maybe it's time for you to see what you have invested in that relationship and see if it still applies to you, if you still even need it around in your life. But also, this is taking stock of yourself. This is making sure that you realize that you are the only one that controls you, and that your actions are controlled directly by yourself. So let's make sure that we're taking responsibility for ourselves and realizing that our life is ours and we have to do something with it. That maybe it could be beautiful. So let's make sure that we're motivating ourselves and pushing ourselves towards doing something active this week. Let's stay grounded. That's going to be big for you this week, my beautiful Virgo, is staying grounded. And the best way to do that is to get physical in your physical world. Okay. But that's all I have for you for now, Virgo. Like I said, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I hope that I'll be right back with you towards the weekend with the weekend vibes for you. But in the meantime, take care of yourself, take care of everybody else as much as you can. Peace. Namaste.